Welcome back to Crypto Tutorial. On today's video, we'd like to discuss FTX token, how it's currently performing, and what we could expect during the upcoming hours and days. But most importantly, let's take a quick look down below, underneath in the description, underneath social and info, you will be able to find a link towards my Twitter, and it will be actually highly appreciated if you could follow me on Twitter at Thorough Crypto, where I will be keeping you up to date about all upcoming development on this channel, and as well to see what perhaps might occur during the upcoming days and weeks within the cryptocurrency industry. So do not forget to follow me on Twitter, and let's get started on FTX token. By taking a look at the daily time frame, what you can clearly see is that we have already experienced multiple touch points below this descending resistance. Right now we are heading towards another touch point on top of this range, so therefore I'm right now actually looking forward to this possible development, because if FTX is actually able to break out above it, we could see a major trend reversal getting started and once more continuation of momentum towards the upside taking place. So therefore this is actually a crucial moment right now in FTX token's price action, and if we do actually see a breakout above this range, it is highly likely that we are going to see a further increase in price action. So therefore I'm actually looking forward for sure to see what we could perhaps expect. But even more important, it is not just only a descending resistance, because we are as well seeing this clear descending support. So we are actually creating a falling wedge pattern on the daily time frame. So therefore if we do right now see a further increase taking place and a possible breakout occur above this range, we could be heading all the way towards the beginning of this pattern, and that would be at $79. So therefore we could still see a major increase taking place if we do see a breakout occur outside of this pattern of 65%. So this is absolutely something you do not want to miss out on. So yeah, right now I'm actually looking forward to see what FTX token's price action is actually going to do. Well, let's get started by looking at what we are currently seeing on the chart. Well, I placed this horizontal level right here, this thin blue line, due to the fact that this is an amazing level where we have previously seen, well, resistance underneath. So if we do actually get rejected underneath this descending resistance, it is highly likely that we are going to see a stronghold of support being found on top of this area. But as well, if we do enable the EMA ribbon, what I think is actually quite important is that the EMA ribbon is perfectly aligning itself together with this horizontal level of support. So if we do right now see a further decline, I'm actually convinced that a possible stronghold could be found on top of this range at $43.38. So that is for sure a level that I personally will be monitoring closely within the upcoming hours, especially because we are right now seeing this major retest taking place and a possible move above this descending resistance and heading all the way up towards the $79 as I discussed previously. So this being said, I would like to get started right away on the daily time frame by looking at the MACD. Therefore, I will be enabling the MACD right away. And if we take a look at the MACD, what actually does concern me is that we already experienced major momentum towards the upside. We have already seen two momentum waves before us. Right now, we are once more experiencing momentum towards the upside. So yeah, it is possible that we are going to see a further increase. But what I must admit is that on the daily time frame, we have already experienced major momentum towards the upside. So therefore, perhaps it is also a sign that we are going to get rejected and see a further decline in price action taking place. So that is of course as well a possibility that you do not want to forget might occur within the upcoming days. But I must admit that Bitcoin right now is actually looking quite good to me, and also multiple other cryptocurrencies are looking absolutely bullish. So therefore the overall market structure for me right now is absolutely bullish. And if you are right now actually wondering, is it possible that we are going to expect even more momentum towards the upside on this token? Well, I personally think yes, for sure it is possible, but of course we have to monitor Bitcoin's price action very closely, because if Bitcoin gets rejected underneath the levels where it's currently trading at, it is highly likely that we are not going to be able to see this possible 65% increase taking place. So the MACD, yeah, we did already experience momentum towards the upside. This concerns me, but in the immediate short term, I think we still have major possibilities to see a possible breakout taking place. Also, if we head towards the 4-hourly time frame, what I think is actually clearly important here is that the EMA ribbon serves as a level of support underneath us and is perfectly aligning itself together with the horizontal level of support I discussed priorly. So therefore, if we do get rejected underneath this range, I am convinced that in the immediate short term, we are going to see a stronghold getting found on top of this horizontal level of support. But if we do not hold strong on top of this range, it is highly likely that we are going to see an even further decline, heading once more towards the touch point on top of this descending support underneath us at approximately $33. So yeah, crucial price action taking place right now, because if we do get rejected, the $33 is actually very possibly getting reached. But if we do see even further continuation towards the upside, it is likely that we are going to see that major explosion taking place on FTT. So that is absolutely something you do not want to miss out on. Also, if we take a look at the MACD on the 4-hourly time frame, what I think is actually clearly important is that right here we haven't experienced major momentum towards the upside yet. We did experience momentum towards the downside previously, so therefore we are right now seeing a new momentum wave taking place, and this is giving me the confidence that we could see major movement towards the upside getting started, and as well a possible breakout occur. So I'm actually looking forward to this price action for sure. But lastly, during this video, I would like to see if the RSI is as well as bullish as the other indicators are, and if it is possible that we are going to experience that major 65% increase on FTT token. So by enabling the RSI, what you can immediately see is that we are actually seeing a bearish divergence. Why are we seeing a bearish divergence? It's because if we take a look at the chart, we are clearly forming a higher high, but unfortunately on the RSI we are seeing a lower high getting formed. This is for sure a bearish divergence on the 4-hourly time frame, and this is clearly showing me that a possible breakout might perhaps be very difficult for FTT token, especially because we do not have plenty of space towards the upside to see further continuation. So right now this is a sign of weakness for me personally, and as well a sign that it is more likely that we are going to see a further decline taking place. For sure, we would like to see a stronghold getting found on top of the $43 range, perhaps after accumulating on top of it, seeing eventually still a breakout taking place, but we have to monitor this horizontal level of support for sure closely, because if we do not hold strong, a further decline towards the $33 range, as I explained previously, is absolutely likely to occur. Lastly, during this video, I would like to head towards the daily time frame and discuss the RSI here as well. But before doing so, I would highly appreciate if you could give me a big thumbs up down below. You will be actually supporting the channel by doing so, and it will be highly appreciated. So thank you very much already, and let's get started on the RSI on the daily time frame. So on the RSI on the daily time frame, what I think is absolutely important is that we are as well experiencing a bearish divergence. We are clearly seeing a lower high on the chart, and we are as well experiencing at the same point in time a higher high on the RSI. Therefore, right now we are experiencing not only on the 4-hourly time frame, but as well on the daily time frame a bearish divergence. And also very important to notice is that we do not have that much space either on the daily time frame to see further continuation towards the upside before breaking out above the dotted line. So for me right now, it is actually quite clear that we could still expect a movement towards the upside taking place, perhaps heading towards the $49.35, seeing a minor breakout above this descending resistance. But once we reach this range, I think it is absolutely high likely that we are going to get rejected and head straight back down towards the $43 range, perhaps find a stronghold on top of this area. But if we do break down below it, heading towards the $33 range below us, it's actually a possibility. So just to summarize this video, do not forget that we are actually inside of this major falling wedge pattern on FTX token, and we could perhaps expect a major breakout taking place heading towards the $79 if we do actually see a breakout occur above this descending resistance and further continuation towards the upside taking place. Unfortunately, right now, it doesn't seem to be the perfect time to do so, and therefore I personally think that we are going to see a further decline taking place and perhaps once more a touch point occur above this descending support. But it is also high likely that a stronghold could be created on top of the $43 range before seeing a second momentum wave taking place, and at that point in time a breakout occur above the descending resistance and that major move getting started. And this third option is actually an option that I truly believe in, that might be very possible to occur. So therefore monitoring the $43.38 range is of utmost importance. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, do not forget to smash up those subscribe buttons, and as well, have a nice day.